Hello, 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 hello. I am pointing in the wrong direction. There we go. Hi. Happy Saturday. We are taking a look tonight, this afternoon, today, whatever. Right now, at the Invictus Fleet Week event. Currently, Star Citizen is in a free-to-play mode. The milk left over in a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch is so good. Damn right it is. So, Star Citizen. If somehow you've not heard of it, this is an upcoming game by Chris Roberts, currently in early alpha access. It's a free-to-play right now, where you get a free ship and can experience what is currently operational in the MMO universe. And yeah, you've heard the stories about the $300 starships and the $1,000 starships. But really, that's just for people who really, really, really want to part with their money. You can get all of that in-game. All you really gotta pay is like $35 and you're in. And I guess as a disclaimer, even though it's obvious since I'm playing it right now, I have backed the project. So there. Hope you're doing good out there. Also, if you do decide to try out the game during the free, I think it's a week. Actually, it's till June 1st. If you do decide to purchase a game package, there is a referral code in the title of the stream that gets us some nifty referral points and gets you 5,000 units of the in-game currency. Just putting it out there. Obviously, it's early access. There's bugs aplenty. There are so many bugs. It's better and better with every patch, but you add, you know, the old programmer's adage, 99 bugs in the code. Take one down, pass it around. 2,048 bugs in the code. You change one thing, something else breaks. That's to be expected. That sure took a while. Now, there might be some dropped frames. This game is pretty hardware intensive. In fact, I'm actually going to close this browser window that I don't particularly need. We are on planet Microtech, a frozen ball of a world that got screwed up in the process of terraforming. Yet the extreme cold allows for some really unique... well, the avatar is kind of a test. If the avatar is taking up too much power, I will kill it and switch to a full screen view. But, so far so good. Get rid of chat there, or in-game chat. Don't need that. People say some dumb shit, because gamers. The current in-game universe is this entire star system with 0 loading screens. You can be running around on Microtech like us, while your friend is over here flying around somewhere between Crusader and Stanton Star, all in real time. These planets vary between 1/6 and 1/10 actual scale. So yeah, these are massive, massive land masses. and there are missions throughout the system, and eventually there will be a jump point allowing access to other systems and so on and so forth. But for right now, you're in a neat little test bed of the 1-star system, which is still plenty. Here's my dude. Going casual. And we are going to head to the Tobin Convention Center to check out the displays for Invictus. In-game lore, Invictus is the time when all new recruits to the United Earth Empire Navy are put out on their first major assignment. It's a big recruiting push. And kind of a massive Veterans Day celebration as well. This hospital over here, Brentworth Care, will be put in the July patch, and so the beginning of medical gameplay, which will be neat. Because right now, when you die, you just respawn, but now, I guess I should say in July. Was it July? I think it was July. You know, you'll suffer injuries, you can be pulled out of the battlefield, you can be revived, that sort of thing. So it won't be so much of a headache. No, there it is. 21st through the 28th, but the free play goes till June 1st. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting some improved frame rates out here. And I guess it's weird to be looking at like 38 to 40, that's improved. Yes, it is. They're slowly making the transition over to Vulkan rendering. And as those systems come online, we're seeing better improvement in frame rate. And as they get server meshing online, we'll see even better, as the server won't be rendering, tens of millions of kilometers. So like every moon and planet will have its own server, so things will improve, and the tick rate will go up or down, whichever way is better. I forget how tick rates work, but everything is very server dependent right now. But that's I think they're expecting it to be done by the end of the year. Yes. Yes, Vex is right. Since Microtech is kind of a research company, everything here is sort of turbo futuristic. So that's why we have a hyperloop. Yep. And currently, if you have a broken leg, you just kind of stab yourself with a medical pin and you're better. But upcoming changes will allow other players to pick you up, carry you off the field, set the broken leg, and all of that.
Make your way inside for a look at the latest and greatest additions to the Navy fleet.
There'll be injuries that can be treated on the field, injuries that you really should bring someone over to the hospital for.
mental limits. But the real lesson that our divisional officers will impart is that the Navy doesn't excel based on the individual, but as a team working together.
Hey, Resto Kiki, how you doing? Welcome. So like the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, there are displays by the various ship manufacturing companies, which let you try out the ships that are available. In this case, it's going to be heavily military focused. I'm doing okay, Ristakiki. Get some clothing from your favorite manufacturers. It's like going to a Ford dealership and picking up a Ford shirt because you just love those Fords. And let's check out the actual Expo Center. The RSI Hall.
While at Invictus, take a moment to honor all naval starmen, past, present, and future, for faithfully defending the... Remember, Invictus is an opportunity to celebrate those who are about to embark on their journey in the UEE Navy. Be sure to congratulate any new recruits you see.
That's neat. They're really
The UEE Navy.
doing better on presentation.
Hello and welcome to the 2951 Invictus Expo Hall. Celebrated since 2541, Invictus gives the public an opportunity to see the latest and greatest additions to the UEE Navy fleet.
So these are ship commercials that are all available on their YouTube site. I love the level of detail they put into those. It feels like actual car commercials. Upstairs. Also, you'll see that I just got a commodity price alert update. That's a new feature. Like, you know how in a lot of trading games you have to like dig up like 6 different wikis to figure out who buys and sells stuff at the best price? You just have to go to the planet and it updates here for you, which is neat. Why are they all human? Because the alien races have not been implemented yet, and there are several alien races. The Banu, which are kind of like they're humanoid, but their skin is kind of like a petrified bark, for lack of a better term. There's the Tevarin, which are an avian race, which are also citizens of the Empire. I have one of their ships. It's very, very pretty. I'll be pulling it up as we go into space. And there's the Xi'an, which are kind of a reptilian race who have really, really pretty ships. And the Vandul, which are a race of I don't know what to call them. They're reptilian, kinda, but they're like a scavenger tribes, and the main enemies in the single player game.
All of the vehicles you see on display are this year's additions to the fleet.
Yeah, ship weapons. Here's a size 3 cannon, here's a size 4 cannon,
How each of these ships
here's a size 5 cannon, size 6, size 7, size 8, and they get bigger still. I am the Space Bunny. But yes, I will yell at Mr. Chris Roberts about space bunnies. This ship here is the Robert Space Industries Mantis. Top ship's dead in their track with RSI's premier quantum enforcement ship. The Mantis features a tailor-made quantum enforcement device from blah 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 blah. This thing can pull stuff out of quantum drive, which is not quite faster than light. It's about 0.2 C. But if you're going somewhere, this will pull you out of it really, really fast. It's like interdiction in Elite Dangerous. This is one of, I think, 3 ships was an interdiction device. And this being Fleet Week, you can just go right on in and tour the ship. Humans do suck. I don't have a flashlight on because I'm just in my civvies. But the Mantis has a combination toilet shower. Yes, dealing with bodily waste is going to be a thing. Eating and drinking, not in the, well, I guess in the survival sense, but it's not like, what's a survival game that has a really horrible, like, oh, you're starving every 10 minutes? It's not going to be like that. And food provides buffs and such. And here's a bed, which lets you log out in your ship and log back into your ship exactly where it is. Yes, it's not going to be like Minecraft or We Happy Few. Also, these component compartments, that's a tongue twister. So your avionics, your shields, your life support are all physical items inside the ship. And when physicalized damage is actually implemented, that means if a bullet goes through your hull and actually hits one of these, that particular system is fucked. You have to physically pull it out, repair it, or replace it. Everything is going to be physically based. It's not going to be health bars and hit scan and all the other stuff, which I really appreciate. And right now, when you kill a ship, it blows up. In the future, they won't just blow up. They will effectively die. They'll go dead in space. You have a chance to evacuate the ship, unless something happens, like the reactor goes critical or something like that. Is this a Phoenix? This is a Phoenix. This is the constellation Phoenix. This is one of those luxury ships. Let's see if I can turn on the lights. Guess not. Oh, my eye tracking is on. Sorry about that. There we go. So yeah, luxury. So this is for ferrying around VIPs. They have really nice little cabins. Oops. You've got really neat passenger seats, a little TV and lounge area, a fully stocked bar. Yes, you can drink and get drunk. A little meeting room, an aquarium. Oh, the game. Yeah, this is a hot tub. The water part isn't implemented yet, but that's a thing. And the really nice quarters, and I believe these windows, for privacy's sake, can go dark, but I don't know how to do that. There's some component areas, and back here, behind an airlock, is the snub fighter that can now, as of this last patch, actually undock from the ship. This one doesn't have a quantum drive, so it's just mainly for detaching and taking stuff out in local space and then reattaching while being carried around by the bigger fighter. Yeah, there's some beautiful Z fighting there. Like, here's a component for the power plant gravity generator. And below us is a slightly reduced cargo bay because they use more space for the living quarters in regular constellations. But you can like store a small racing craft here. That's neat. And the constellation has several variants. One for combat, one for exploration, which is this one. And one that's not quite done yet that's strictly for cargo. Oh, neat. Over here, these giant boxes, and boxes of various other sizes, these are your components. So, yeah, if a bullet goes through whatever this is a cooler. That means that your ship's systems will start to overheat faster, which may shut down systems or cause explosions or whatnot, so you'll have to rip it out and repair it or replace it. And depending on the size of your ship, you may have shit this big. And on capital ships, even bigger. And yeah, players can own capital ships. You know, like right now, if you had an abundance of money that you're willing to part with, you could plop down anywhere from 1,200 to 2,000 and get a capital class ship. Mainly, it's for organizations, giant clans that want to pool their money together and have like a mobile base of operations when they start, but you can earn it all in game. That's my plan. Here's a really big gun. Bunny for scale. Yes, there are onboard AI. Not yet, but there will be like AI system blades that you can plug into the ship to like run your turrets or handle engineering processes that don't require someone to physically grab something. Oh, it's behind the it's behind the Phoenix. Okay.
As members of the Empire, it's your right to inspect the latest acquisitions of the UEE Navy.
But yeah, there's onboard AI, and they're working on voice controls as well, so you could yell at your ship and make it do things. But you can also use external programs like Voice Attack, which is what people use with like Elite Dangerous to do that sort of thing. This baby, the F8 Lightning, this is available after you beat the single player game. Not yet out. But this is considered like one of the top line military fighters. And weirdly enough, it's fully implemented in game. So like they're flying around out there now, and if you kill the pilot, you could just fucking steal this thing. It's fully functional. Same with a couple of the capital ships, actually. In fact, there's videos of people hijacking capital ships and ramming them into planets, or just going ham on a bunch of people. And those are fun. And here's two other developers. Shipbuilders. Argo Astronautics. They are the Caterpillar of space, I guess, like or John Deere. They have cargo haulers like this which ferry cargo from like stations into larger ships or passenger ships. Same thing. But they also have a 3-person mining ship, which I absolutely love, called the Mole, where 3 people can control 3 separately powered mining turrets and coordinate and pull in a lot of resources. And this thing here is the Consolidated Outland Mustang. They are kind of the Tesla of space. And that's actually a good way to finish my sentence. They're Tesla, basically. They just put out the Nomad, which I have. Come on. This thing, which is basically the Cybertruck, to the point where in the Expo special, when they were showing the ship off, they did the windshield joke. No, the CEO is Matthew McConaughey, and he has not done that yet. And there's a truck bed. Your cargo sits there on that thing. Also, it can hold small vehicles. And this manufacturer over here is Origin. They are the BMW of space. So like, this is the 300 series ship. And you'll notice it has like very elegant curves and, you know, very BMW influenced body and design language. And you can customize this. You can get like instead of this red stuff, you can get wood paneling, better carpet. You can change out the seat for a racing seat or change out the flight controls. And every ship will end up with that level of customization. Also, this really nice space window along the roof. And here's the 100 series, which is more of an entry level. Same manufacturer. There's some extra cargo space. There's your bed. There's your, you know. Oh, I mean, you do. Like, there are, in the Air Force, it's called Bitching Betty. But you do have a voice saying, like, you know, torque imbalance, system overheating, and, you know, you have indicators and all that. You're not flying blind. There's definitely an onboard AI continually letting you know what's going on with your ship. Kind of thinking there was a holographic display area for some of the not released yet ships, but I guess not today. Oh well. I guess if we're gonna go into space, I should suit up. This magical inventory system is going to be going away as everything becomes fully physicalized, so I would have to go back to my quarters or pull this out of the ship or whatever, but right now I can just summon it from the ether. This is my armor based on the Tavaran. It's definitely improving. Like, this year seems to be a bunch of quality of life focus. Better frame rates, better stability, moving on to Vulkan rendering, fixing the servers, moving on to server meshing, fixing the physics, continuing to alter CryEngine for their needs. I would say by the end of this year, start of next year, people have a lot less to complain about. But like as far as done, the lumberyard engine, yeah. As far as done, I would say the single player game was in the next 2 years, unless something drastically changes, and the MMO, not too long after that, at least to a point where they would be willing to call it beta.
Hello and welcome to 2951.
That's basically the idea. They're doing any updates to Squadron 42 also apply to this because it's all on the same engine. So they're making both at the same time, and upgrades for one definitely influence the other. If you log in, like right now, during the free fly, you would have a ship. I believe it's an Avenger. And then you'd be able to pick a starting planet, and then you could... They have a caste system problem. You have to expand on that one for me, Ernest. But as for what you can do, there's delivery missions where you pick up a package from one place and then deliver them to others to earn money. There's shipping like this stuff here, which is quantum sensitive, meaning you can't really stay in quantum travel for too long. So it's more of a manually fly around the planet sort of deal, lets you look around a bit more. There's searching for lost people and lost ships, exploring crashed wrecks, hunting down criminals, clearing out bases in space and on the ground, investigating an insurance fraud scam, fixing a downed satellite, pulling black boxes out of crashes, generic cargo hauling and commodities trading, mining, refining the stuff that you mine into sellables to doing, just straight up trading with. There's like the basic core gameplay of Elite Dangerous you can do here. But also there's on foot missions where like you go and remove criminals from it's the commons, from like a bunker or something, which I know that Elite Dangerous just released their on foot expansion, so they kind of have the same thing now. But like instead of paying for the base game plus the expansion that lets you go down to planets plus the expansion that lets you go down to planets and leave your ship on foot, this is just $35 and you're in. And with a bit of time and patience and learning the systems, you could buy in game the ship that costs $300, $400, $500. Like I said, the big packages are there for the people who really believe in it, have a lot of money on hand to spare, or guilds that want to pool their money and start off with something big. But it doesn't really give them an advantage. It's not going to be like EVE Online, where the players that have been there forever can like have a stranglehold on the economy or whatever. Because the economy is based on billions and billions and billions and billions of unseen NPCs and all these systems that go on behind the scenes. Players who invest a lot of money and steal ships and shit, ram them into planets, are they serious repercussions for being a piece of shit, or can they like harass newer players and stuff? Could you sell that $500 ship for real money on the gray market, which is just people looking to buy accounts? or you could sell it in-game for in-game money, and yeah, it's not in there yet, but yeah, eventually you'll be able to do whatever you want with your ship, and like no one can permanently take away your stuff. You're not gonna like buy a $1,000 ship and then oops, I can't think of the name from Endgame. Noob Slayer 69 is not going to be able to steal your ship and you'll never get it back or something like that. Are there repercussions for being a piece of shit? Yes. If you ram a ship, you get a criminal rating, and the systems at the space stations will consider you hostile and blow you out of the sky. If you are a bigger piece of shit, the United Earth Empire will send a small platoon after you. If you're an even bigger piece of shit, they'll send a small capital ship after you. And once you die or get arrested doing the bad, you go to jail. There's gameplay in jail, but you are removed from society for a time. And your reputations go down and all that other stuff. But, you know, some people want to play pirate, but there's going to be systems in place to prevent harassment. Can whales drop thousands on ships own everyone else? There's video of people going out in their $35. My tracking is still on.
Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
No, that's me just dicking around with the mouse. I'd be a fan of the gray market where they PayPal $500 for 5 creds in game. Yeah. Yeah, the camera is tracking my eyes, and I'm blinking a lot, if that's what you mean. I lost my train of thought. There's a video out there where a dude in the basic $35 ship that you have, Polygon, was blasting people in their $250 ships because he is a far more skilled player than them. The fact that you have the big expensive ship with the better equipment means nothing if you don't know how to use it. And it's not like there's levels in the game, so it's not like you're gonna, you know, increase your strength rating and then, you know, just wreck house. No, it's all skill based. And I mean, in utter technicality, you don't even need a ship to play the game. The package you buy includes one, but you could just hitchhike your way through the galaxy. Nothing says you can't. Nothing says you can't do everything, your entire game career on just one planet if you so wanted. What's going on here? They are in... Ah, god damn it.
You will be leaving the station momentarily.
I needed that. We're gonna catch up with the UEE fleet because I want to show off the capital ships. Oh yeah, which is why I'm glad that they decided to go with the extremely transparent way they're doing things now, because like as systems come online, we can give immediate feedback, and the developers are right on top of it. Like even I've talked to devs. Can you attack people minding their own business? Right now, like on the ground in a space station, not a space station, in a city like this, no. Because if you look here at the upper right, that no bullet thing, this whole thing is in an Armistice Zone, meaning I can't draw my weapon and shoot. Those will be going away, but in the future, arguably, yeah, I could like run up, if this was a dude, I could run up and punch him in the head, but you know, these are security. And they'll fuck you up and you'll go to jail. In space, can you, if you find a person just sitting there, mining, yes, but again, there's consequences. Also, the one thing that they are taking from Eve, which I thought was a good idea, was security zones. So, like, this is one of the main systems of the Empire. So if you're playing around in this star system and someone fucks with you, like you're minding your own business, you know, and you get blown up, one, there's a good chance you're not dead because the death system that they're working on is a bit more complex. But you can send out a distress call and get help from the local authorities or local players. And in these more secure zones, there's more active patrols. So, like, responses will be quick. But there's not going to be, like, an invincibility zone or anything like that. But they can't, I guess what I'm trying to say is they can't troll with impunity. And they do have systems in place where repeat offenders, you know, the people that are actually there to fuck with people, they'll be removed. In fact, there's already been pretty good cases of that being dealt with even in alpha. So, like, if you're dealing with a troll and you know, they can look at the history logs and be like, oh yeah, this guy's sole purpose in life is to fuck with people. They'll ban him.
Remember, your belongings belong to you.
Why can't anyone put things back where they found them? It's not my job to pick up after you.
Yeah, there's that, but it's not going to be like Elite Dangerous, where like you can go months without seeing another living being. Don't mind me as I litter. Oh, there it is. Bajini Point. Oh, I'm not going to make it in time.
For the latest updates on ship availability and gate assignments, please use one of the conveniently located terminals. From all of us at Microtech, welcome to the Humanity Interstellar Spaceport.
Yeah, I could understand that, Ernest. For me, I kind of like that level of freedom. It reminds me of Star Wars Galaxies in a way, which I think I actually say every time I play this on stream. So this is my, this is the ship I bought to play with Specs and Iggy. The Mercury Star Runner. It's basically the Millennium Falcon. It's a data runner. Since FTL is not a thing, communications between star systems has to be done by ferrying message packages through the jump points done by ships like this. I'm probably doing a really bad job of explaining it, but it really isn't as bad as it sounds, and you can always do one of these free flight weeks, because they do them often, and try it out and see how it feels. It's very ambitious, and I like the ambition. I like the how they're pushing the tech. I wish my ship's name were visible. I'm sure it is, I just don't know where the hell it is. There's my control panel. Yeah, it's definitely running better. They're implementing the Vulcan stuff. Yeah. What's Vex said? There's the head tracking. Let me kill that, because that's going to get nauseating for everybody real fast, I bet. Ship on.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
Yeah, exactly. What Polygon just said.
Launch complete.
So I fly with twin sticks. My left stick controls basically thrust in all directions, and my right stick does up, down, left, right, and all that. Actually, okay. I'm gonna turn on head tracking a bit here. So, down there where those fireworks are going off, and yeah, that's condensation and mist and all that running off the cockpit there. That's the convention center where we started off. This tower is the where my bedroom was. And we did all that without a loading screen. And eventually more and more of the city will be fleshed out with interiors, houses, businesses, quest givers, all that jazz. And players will be able to actually build their own settlements, because there is a lot of empty real estate out there. But We need to get into space. So up we go. It's not VR. It will be eventually one day. This is strictly this effect here. I have a Tobii eye tracker, and this is just it following my eyes as I look around. If I turn my head, I can go like this way, and if I keep turning my head, I can even look behind me. Just from a little eye tracker that's attached to my monitor. Where's the fleet? The fleet is still out there, but they're gonna jump somewhere. I guess we'll be Hurston. But we're not gonna jump ahead of it. We're gonna wait and see. I have exited the atmosphere. There we go. Please don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash. Okay, good. So yeah, now we're up here in space. There's the city where we were at. Welcome to space. It wouldn't be VR only. That would be cutting off their player base by a lot. It's like Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous has VR support, but you don't need it. That's because VR Chat hasn't really invested in their 2D system, but like Neos definitely has, for example. It just really depends on how much work they want to put into either system. It's fine. I am the last person to complain about grammar. You've heard how I speak on here. I'm lucky if I can get a sentence out.
Landing complete.
So I'm just landing here to kind of set this as my respawn point. Up, please.
Launch complete.
That way, in case I blow up or something happens, we don't have to start on the planet again. And we're going to take a minute and take a look at the inside of my ship, because I am very proud of my ship. So here's the full outside, without gravity getting in the way. The name of my ship is supposed to appear somewhere on here, but it's not, and that's kind of annoying. Well, it's very small and I missed it. Oh, wait, nope, that might be it. So, if you've read Watership Down, that might make some sense to you. Yeah, I knew you'd like it. Anyway, let's take a look at the inside of my baby here. This last patch, certain ships can be named. Soon all ships will be able to be named. Yeah, I turned off the door sensor so we didn't have to stand there and have to deal with, you know, door animations. So we have a rec room. Got a nice little chess table, fully playable chess. Other starships have pinball machines, billiards, shuffleboard, and other stuff. That's all going to be actually playable. Got a coffee machine and a microwave and a dishwasher and a hot drink dispenser and a condiments thingy, and yeah, it's a neat little just hangout place. And if I remember right, if I take the white king, I think it's this one. Nope. Oh, look at that. The zero-G sport from Ender's Game is still going to be a thing, but they had to ditch what was done because the company they outsourced it to scaled everything incredibly super wrong, and it fucked up everything and put them back a couple of years. Yeah, this ship has also got some smuggling corridors. These are all ray shielded from scanning, so you can put passengers down here, illicit cargo, play a really mean game of Among Us, or just get around the ship a lot faster. Stand up, please. You kind of sus. So here's the Habitation Room. 3 bunks. No dedicated captain's quarters. Storage lockers for your spacesuits. Because eventually you can just hang your suit here instead of having it in a hammer space pocket. You've got 2, count them, 2 combination shower toilets. And some Kirun Sunblast. And a couple of work desks and some storage, and yeah, it's comfy. Oh, and light switches. These will be added to every ship. The 3 S's of great importance. These 2 chairs are for your turrets. So if I were to take this one, you're in the bottom turret. Yep. lighting isn't RGB. Give him time. Yeah, like I said, this is a data runner. Since faster than light communications is not a thing, any news from elsewhere in the galaxy has to be shipped out by courier ships. So this will intercept and store data to be transmitted elsewhere. Got server racks to do the job. And a dedicated scanning suite run from this seat that'll let you manage all the data smuggling and whatnot. And here you've got a pretty sizable cargo bay, so this is also good for commodities trading. And this is our home away from home, where Iggy and Specs and I will be doing a lot of stuff in Star Citizen together from. And from this we will earn the money to buy even bigger ships, etc., etc., etc. And let's turn that off. Center up. Let's see where the fleet is. The fleet is nowhere. How capitalist is the game? You'll have to run that one by me. Expand on that question there, Ernest. Not really sure how to answer it. I'm gonna have to land and figure out where the fleet is because I really want to show it off.
Landing gear down.
The place with the statue, Levski. Yeah. That's still a thing. It's been removed from the current game because it's not supposed to be in this system. It was just a test bed, but it'll be there.
Landing complete.
Yeah, rough landing.
Systems
Landing
off.
complete. Have a pleasant stay.
I mean, it's not like Star Trek Communist Space Future or anything. This system, Stanton, the planets are owned by corporations. So, like, you've got Microtech, which is kind of Google, like, I guess the idealized Google, where they treat their employees nicely instead of the current actual Google, and aren't evil. I don't have a helmet on. I ran into space without a helmet on. I might die. There I go. There's Hurston, which is super capitalist. It's kind of like... I can't think of any real-world equivalency. Okay, I'm on the station, so it's fine. Yes, that is a thing, what Polygon just said. Hurston, is like... If you've ever seen RoboCop and you've seen how old Detroit is and how OCP treats everybody, it's that. But this is kind of the extreme. It's not like everywhere is going to be that. You're going to have a lot of Wild West frontier stuff, freedom movements, anti-capitalist movements, bit of everything. This depends on the area you're in. And you have the alien cultures as well. So it's not like you're going to be constantly pelted with doom and gloom and stuff, because most of the galaxy is not that. I need an info sign. Where would I be if I were an info sign? Probably in the Galleria. Which would be... I'm lost. How am I lost? It's not that big a station. There it is. Yes. You can totally wipe the floor with capital G gamers and blow up their fancy new ship and make them cry. Exactly. I just need to know where the fleet is going to be. So these stations are more like truck stops. Which, growing up with my dad who moved trucks around, it's nice. Got your bar, got your clothing stores. There's a food court somewhere in here. I needed that. No. Stop it. Give me the information I need. Coming soon at Everest Harbor. Everest. Hardcore. Okay. Let's get out there. Firefly is kind of Wild West space, Red Dead Redemption space, where there's a lot of anti-empire movement against the establishment and stuff like that. And there's going to be parts of this game that have that too, because I mean, this is done by fans of The Expanse, fans of Star Trek, fans of Star Wars, fans of Firefly, fans of Galactica. Let's take a one-seater. No, actually, let's take my Cybertruck. Add uno. Have my helmet on, right? Okay. God damn it. No, come back. Yes. Add one. I'm terrible at elevators in real life too, don't worry about it. Like Everest Harbor is Preston. So yeah, Cybertruck. It hovers. This is landed. Really. Got some alien tech in it to allow for hovering. It's got that really angular aesthetic. Let me in, please. So here you can look out on your cargo bed. You've got access to a small, that's a component. There's a gun rack by the door. There's some storage space. There's a bathroom. Come on, door. Open. Here's your living space, bed, sink, kitchenette, desk. And the cockpit. And all touchscreen display.
Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operational. Launch complete.
It's a very pretty ship. I like it. Anyway, let's get to that fleet before they go away again. Hurston. Come on. Looking for the good views seems to just really fuck with it, considering I'm streaming too, and I have a camera going. Hopefully it'll catch up and not crash, because I would be mad. So imagine that happened, but way smoother and it looked cooler. This is quantum travel. I forget the mechanics of how exactly it works, but you're propelled at 0.2 or 0.02 C. I forget what C means. It's how you get around space real fast. I guess it's their answer to the Epstein drive from The Expanse. You got me. I am downloading the launcher. Cool. Hey, DM me or spec sometime and give me your username inside the Star Citizen. We can hang out and play together. And they give specs a good reason to hop in, because it's very hard to get time with specs. I love this cockpit so much. You can see so much space, and just this dash, I love it. Broken my back there momentarily. So the main draw, at least for me this week, is that they're going to have all the capital ships active in-game and on display during these visits that we're going to take a look at here, including the 1 kilometer long Bengal carrier. It is massive and can be flown by players in-game. You can never buy it. You have to find one wrecked somewhere and spend a lot of in-game money fixing it up, and then it's yours. But like, it's I want to serve on a ship like that. It's so big, there are monorails required to get from one end to the other. Like, one of the ship's engines is bigger than the ship I'm in, bigger than the ship I was in earlier. It's crazy. Also, we're gonna go inside the interior of a Javelin destroyer, like on a guided tour, and that's gonna be big fun for me. I'm gonna nerd out. I want to go to the asteroids. They're gonna replace the star map, and they really need to hurry the fuck up, because I hate the star map. Just gotta get around Hurston. So Hurston here is owned by the Hurston Corporation, and they've polluted the fuck out of this planet. So you'll see the area around this major settlement is basically a scrapyard hellscape, and twist right. You see that building jutting out of the planet there? That's their corporate headquarters. That weird trapezoid shape out of that dark spot there. Headlights on, kill head tracking for a second.
Contact.
That's gonna take me forever. That's the Javelin Destroyer. Actually, it might be easier to do this from free cam. Or not. So that on the top right side, that's the bridge. Massive turret, dead center top. A bunch of small hangars along the top there, down the center. And that's the ship we're gonna go inside. Once it docks and all that. But that's a dude. I'm hoping the Bengal shows up. But to get inside, we have to go inside the space station. So let's call up a landing pad.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
We're assigned landing bay. There it is.
Contact.
Worst player ever.
Landing gear engaged. Landing complete.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Oh, let's get inside. Oh, I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited. Come on. I hate these door sensors. If you are troublemakers and this place is full of turrets, it'll blow you out of the sky. That's part of that deterrence I was talking about. The Bengal gets here in half an hour. That gives us time to go on the tour. See? You can see the turrets firing at some poor asshole who probably deserves it. Let's see, if I were a capital ship, I'd probably be at one of the security docks. Wish it said which one. the armor of the bird people. Come on, come on. Not this one. Oh, ports. There's security pads. So this also just got implemented. It's not this one. Ship to station docking, where a docking tube will extend from the station to a ship that would be too large to fit in a hangar normally. And soon ship-to-ship docking will be a thing where you can send out a gangplank between two airlocks. Small ship to small ship to big ship, etc. The one thing Cloud Imperium has not gotten right yet, they're trying so damn hard, is signage. They've been so hard to be like, go specifically to this dock. Secport A, that's where I was. Come on. Hurry up and wait, I guess. Well, thanks for standing around here. Oh, I can't clip the cameras through the windows. NPCs are driven by the server, and since the server is got a really weird tick rate, NPCs sometimes do weird shit. We'll wait here if we have to. This person here is wearing the Star Kitten armor. I have it too. Yeah, gotta love it. You have a plan, you get there, shit happens. Maybe the signs are on. We didn't check C. We'll check C. Maybe that fight outside has delayed things. And yes, players have en masse killed capital ships in game before. People with bigger ships have rammed them and pushed them into gravity wells, which they're definitely not equipped to deal with. So you've seen capital ships smash up against planets, that sort of thing. Definitely not at sea, but look at them turrets. Also, like the planet level of detail, draw distance. Before it was like a generic texture, and then you'd get closer, and then there'd be a load in. Now, like, if I got in my ship and I wanted to go to this exact crater, I could do it, and you can see it from way the hell out here, and I'm like 120,000 kilometers from that spot. Like going to a convention and you're waiting there for the guest of honor, and waiting and waiting and waiting, and they were like passed out drunk in a bathroom somewhere.
We're sorry. You have exceeded the allotted time to depart. We will have to return your ship to storage. Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
Your ship gets stored when you land it, so watch it disappear from sight in 3, 2, 1.
Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
If you're on the ship when it gets stored, you just get like teleported into the lobby. I have a feeling this server might be fucked. Oh, don't do this to me. Okay, ship's gone. Wind up was the Bengal here before the Javelin, and the Javelin is definitely here. That can't be comfortable. Partially merged with the wall. Control panel. Transporter accident. Starfleet, what we got back didn't live long, thankfully. I'm gonna try a different server. Ignore that. And that, and that, and that. It may mean, if I switch servers, that it may not happen at the station we're stopped at. But, we're gonna look at it, damn it, because I really want to see. How's it going, Rauga? So the rapid S thing was because the joystick on my Azeron is getting a little sticky, so sometimes W and S stick. Made the dragon do a 5-hour walk, but also made, well, that makes sense. It wouldn't make sense if you sent her off on her own for a 5-hour walk and you didn't. That's a lot of walking, though. Congrats. Quite a bit. I'm gonna say we're 2 years out from beta, and maybe about 2 years out from the single player game. Maybe less. I mean, they're getting the important shit in there now, which I guess is really underselling it. The server improvement and stuff, the server meshing and instancing and all that there looks like they're gonna get that in by end of year. They've actually changed their roadmap to reflect their in-house Jira tracker. Security port B here. Okay, good. We're lucky. So, like, if you go to
let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
Go to the Star Citizen, Roberts Base Industries website. You can click development and look at the hello. Oh, some system lag there. I'm sorry. You look at the roadmap and see it broken down by task, by team, and all of that, just like you would if you were in-house on the development team looking at it. Yeah, software development is a bitch, and game development more so. I worked QA for Electronic Arts for a bit. I've seen. Can't say more because of NDAs. I'm sure that's still affecting me. Okay, it's actually here. Going on the boat, guys and gals and non-binary pals. Really need to add lighting to this hallway, because goddamn. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Alright, let's start with cargo. What is this? Fall of Caliban. The UEES Warhammer was part of the naval defense action against the Vandal, now commonly known as the Fall of Caliban, while providing cover for the civilian evacuation of the system. Therefore, fired so frequently and for such an extended period. Exo Sander Freeland's after action report noted that turret support struts had begun to warp from the heat of sustained fire. Gunner Tobin Lemke commented in a letter home, "I could hear my sweat sizzle as it dripped off me. As a result, Aegis Dynamics reworked the cooling system of future Javelin models." This ship's being put out to pasture, so it's on the tour. Obviously, they're not going to let us onto the cargo bay. Understood. This thing can house like 70 players and can be operated by an in-game guild. That's insane. Not anything we need to look at. It's a lot of bunks. And more bunks. Like, imagine having a guild. I'm just gonna call it a guild. They're organizations that, like, you all log out in bed. You log back in, and you have your shifts on the boat. You could have like this amazing in-game role-playing experience of like alpha, beta, and delta shifts running this thing. Mess hall and the galley. Some space shanties, arcade games that'll all be playable. Hell, a lot of these are actually playable on somewhere on the RSI website. Air hockey. That'll be playable. Basically, it's like the dream of everyone who's ever done like a Star Trek MUD or something. Just not in Starfleet.
Hi folks, welcome to the Warhammer. I am leading Starman Detmer, and this, as you've probably guessed, is one of the two barracks on the ship. And I know, you must be thrilled to see where...
Yeah, I'm gonna up the volume here.
Promised. Javelins are pretty great when it comes to sleeping arrangements, as they have enough bunks for the full crew, which is amazing because it avoids situations known as hot bunking, where you swap out bunks with somebody on the opposite shift, and that is horrible. This one time on my old ship, I had to share with this guy who had just the worst smelling socks. And I'm talking, the military could have weaponized it kind of bad. And I had to try and fall asleep with that every day. So, yeah, after that, these bunks are a dream. And I'm just thinking that, actually, I don't think my CEO would like me talking about how bad hot bunking is. So, maybe just forget I said anything. Anyway, each one has special slots for personal effects, and is capable of sealing you up to give you a little privacy, as people are always moving around the barracks. Sleeping schedules shift slightly too, so they can activate the full crew at a moment's notice if the ship enters heavy combat, you know. So you're kind of always sleeping with one eye open. I mean, we get shorter sleep schedules if we are patrolling dangerous
Full motion
space,
capture
so
and facial
you're already grabbing
capture
sleep when you can,
on the
and-
actors.
Sorry, I am rambling. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not sure what to tell you. This is where we sleep. Not a whole lot of mystery to it. But I hope this has been enlightening. Please have a look around if you like, but don't touch anything in the bunks, as this is an active ship, and everything in here is the property of the crew. So, be cool.
That is neat. And that's just like a tier 0 implementation of the actor system. We know it gets a lot better. You don't want to go this way. You look like you have something to say.
Alright, let's settle down. My name's Lieutenant Commander Alderman. I run the turret complement aboard the Warhammer. That means I'm in charge of coordinating fire between our various gunners during a combat engagement in order to maximize combat effectiveness. But when we aren't in combat, I strive to keep my team sharp by running through engagement drills and simulated encounters. Now, the Javelin comes standard with 15 turrets, 13 of which have embedded operators. There are 6 turrets like the one you see here that run along the side of the ship, each of which is equipped with a pair of size 7 cannons for larger targets and a pair of size 4 Gatlings for smaller targets like fighters and even incoming missiles and torpedoes. We've got 4 more turrets on the bow of the ship, armed with size 7 energy cannons and 3 gunners on the underside with the same. All this firepower is coupled with a heavy payload of ordnance to make the Warhammer a real problem for all sizes of ship. Hence why we can be tasked to operate independently on patrols without support from the rest of the battle group. During the Xenothreat incursion, our gunners were responsible for the destruction of over 70 hostile elements and several capital ships, as well as protecting the ship from incoming ordnance. As a special treat, we've safetied this turret so you can get a taste of what it feels like to be a gunner. All the weapons have been deactivated, so don't worry about accidental discharge. But I'll remind you this is an active military vessel, so be respectful all the same. Thank you, and have a great Invictus.
And like, you know that the quality of these characters is only going to get better. And if I turn off the avatar and turn on in-game face tracking, I could do that with my character. It looks a little weird. So yeah, I'm one of those turrets down there, and I'm just gonna use this camera to cheat a little bit. You can see the finished interior spaces and the unfinished interior spaces.
Hello, welcome to the...
It's a big ship.
All right, let's settle down. My name's Lieutenant Commander Alderman.
Yeah,
I
we
run
heard.
the turret complement aboard the Warhammer. That means I'm in charge of coordinating
And you are
our various gunners during a combat engagement in order
just staring at an escape
combat
pod.
effectively. But when we aren't in combat, I strive to keep my people sharp by running through engagement drills and simulated encounters.
did that already. There's the mess hall, cargo. Let's see what's on this side. We'll go into medical. What's this? The briefing room. Go into the briefing room. It's like, this was always like my favorite part in Wing Commander games, the briefings.
This Javelin-class destroyer was originally built by Aegis Dynamics and has been in active service since 2832. Launching under the command of Captain Omar Singh, the ship initially served as a combat support vessel.
So like, imagine sitting here and like getting your, the Space Kitties were cool too. Imagine sitting here and getting like fully briefed on a 3D map of the entire area.
Naval forces when the system ultimately fell, earning a ribbon for valor in the process. For the next several decades, the Warhammer transitioned between fleets in a variety of support and patrol positions, even participating in the UEE push to reclaim the Nexus system in the 29th.
This poor bastard. Another transporter accident.
Warhammer distinguished itself as the primary combat vessel to repel the outlaw group known as General.
It's on this side. Oh, I want to know everything. Can I open this? Can. The armory. Yeah, no. Yeah, they will arrest me if I try to break into these areas. And I don't want to go to jail. Briefing room? Right. No. I want to go to the bridge now. Bridge armory. Right. Is it through the briefing room now? Nope. Now you can tour the bridge. It must be on the other side.
Hello, and welcome to the UEE as well.
All right, that's pretty good.
Job.
Come on. Oh yeah, these are component hatches. So all that crap I was showing you before, the various parts. Yeah, imagine dealing with parts as big as you are. Go to the bridge. This looks engineering-ish. This looks like the brig. Pass. Some more turrets. I wish I knew the layout of the ship better so I can navigate this monstrosity.
Ready to lend support. Famous pilot Harry O'Reilly was once quoted as saying, if you ever want to take the temperature of a ship's crew, spend 20 minutes in their mess. Now this is one of the main social areas of the ships where crew members from different departments can catch up in their own downtime. We also use the mess for social events like birthdays, holidays, and promotions, since it's able to hold so many people. Our skipper, Captain Metcalf, is a big believer in casual gatherings. It's in an effort to entrench camaraderie. So we're in here pretty often. Now, you've probably noticed our games in the corner, so I'll just address the question. that everyone asks. Yes, it's pretty competitive. The XO currently has the score to beat. Anyway, I'd like to invite you to have a look around.
Right, that's where we got on.
Welcome aboard the UEEF.
Yeah. You want bridge? Armory. Maybe it's like off the briefing room.
Welcome to the UEES Warhammer. This Javelin class destroyer was originally built by Aegis Dynamics and has been in active service since 2832. Launching under the command of Captain Omar Singh, the ship initially served as a combat support vessel.
Oh yeah, I mean, they already said that you could host private servers and mod it as much as you want once the full game is out. So like, you don't even have to play on the public universe. So I fully expect Star Wars, Star Trek mods, Babylon 5 mods, furry mods, horrible mods that should not be spoken of. Can I, no? Okay. I swear I'm just going, am I missing a door? Did anyone see a door that I'm just running past over and over and over again? I am definitely just going in circles.
Built by Aegis Dynamics and has been in active service since 20.
Saw someone was on the bridge, so I know you can get there, but... Okay, bridge armory. Briefing room, armory. Armory closed. Briefing room. That's got to be the bridge off to the right.
Welcome to the UEES Warhammer. This Javelin class destroyer was originally built by Aegis Dynamics and has been in active service since 2832. Launching under the command of Captain Omar Singh.
Oh yeah, it's a big game. I guess that's it for the tour then. But I'm still pretty happy with it. I'd like to imagine one day I'll be in a guild that has one of these. I would totally like do a roleplay game on this.
Hello everyone. My name's Lieutenant Horrigan, and as you can probably tell,
hopefully we killed just enough time to see the Bengal in action. The last thing that I really, really seriously want to see. 7 minutes. Again, if you wind up, any of you, it is in a free flight week. Well, not week. It's free flight till June 1st, so you can sign up, download the game, and play. They give you a ship and some money to start out with and get a feel for everything. And nothing is really locked behind the paywall or anything, so you can do everything. Rent a mining ship, rent a car, do whatever. But if you do decide to buy a game package, please use the referral code in the title of the stream. Helps us out, and it gets you 5,000 in-game currency units. United Earth credits. When the game goes live. I appreciate it, Ernst. Yeah, right now the game is using alpha UEC, meaning that you're not going to lose anything while it's in alpha. So really, it's a good time to go nuts. Why am I making a mad face? Okay. Try out the game. Try to break the game, especially try to break the game as it's in alpha. And the more you break and report, the more they fix, and the better it gets. Since we have to kill a few minutes, I'm going to show off my alien starship. Oh, starfighter. Alien fighter. Fighter made by aliens. Shush. I'm a big fan of the Tavaran, who are the avian race in the game. And I picked up a Tavaran Talon fighter, which I can show you now. I have no helmet on. On helmet. There we go. Now I won't die in space. So, being a bird-like people, their ship is very bird-like. Also has iridescent paint, so, you know. I love that the sun's not here and I can't do this properly. But it has exterior access ports for all the components, so like when you land, you can pop like this open, and there's, you know, there's your stuff. Change it out, repair it. But the best thing about the Tavaran are their cockpits. The whole thing is one giant ejection unit, which is neat. But the other really cool thing is that they don't particularly believe in windows in space, structural weakness and whatnot. So, you'll notice I can't see shit until I turn the ship on. Holographic screens, 3D representation of what is outside right now. And let's get her into the sun. I want to show this off properly.
Launch complete. Landing gear up.
Okay. Still. There we go. Let's extend the wings. It's a beautiful ship. Flies like a dream in atmosphere too, because aerodynamics are a thing, lift and drag and wind forces and gravity and all that good stuff. So the plane-shaped ships do better in atmosphere than the giant flying boxes. And some ships really just aren't designed to go into atmosphere at all. Like, say, the Javelin. Because it's big and heavy. All those white points are turrets, by the way. That's the ship we were just inside of. And here's our ship for scale. That turret is about the size of my ship. Maybe bigger. And those are missile bays. There's a hangar on this thing. I think it's that square there. I docked upside down. Or I'm upside down. There we go. Well, upside down is relative in space. There's the bridge. That's what we were running around trying to get to. Alright, let's see if I can do that camera trick. Yep. Here's the NPC flying it. And if you manage to glitch into here and get to that control station, you can fly the ship. It's a bug. It's also a feature. So, a lot of players like to try to fuck with the system, which in an alpha is a good thing, because you get a whole lot of unexpected play data. Right now, I am just waiting for the Bengal carrier to show itself. Those are turrets. It's a player and a hammerhead. We can take a flyby of him. A hammerhead is a giant gunship. It's got like 6 multi-directional turrets and is basically designed for ramming. And I believe he's using ship-to-station docking. He is. This ship beneath me is $700. Or you can just earn it in-game. I really highly recommend earning stuff in-game. It gives you something to aim for. But that's the beauty of a ship. Derek Veer, thank you for the raid. Hello, hello, hello. We are just looking around, waiting for the Bengal carrier to show up inside of Star Citizen. And if you're new to this channel, we are a variety streaming channel. We play games, we have fun. Hello. Oh yeah, I could try out this new command finally. Well, it's new to me. Come on. Oops. Chat work. This. How are you enjoying Invictus? You get a chance to tour the Javelin? We just finished that. Yeah, that's what we're waiting for. The Bengal was supposed to show up like basically any minute now. Is that it? That's it? Oh god, it's like rolling up on a Star Destroyer. This is the bottom of it. Good god, that gun. Hold on, I'm gonna turn on eye tracking to make it a little weird. Look at that gun. Aurora-sized bullets. That engine is like a hammerhead. Bigger than a reclaimer. Holy shit. Keep up with this thing. I think I can land on the runway, right?
Landing gear down.
Kind of. Oh god, I think I'm in it. Okay, landing on it, bad idea. No, I'm by a starport. Where is it?
Missiles empty.
Yeah, its escort are hammerheads that are just utterly dwarfed by it. That right there is an Idris that can hold like 3 fighter craft. That's like the main capital ship for the single player game. And this thing is just enormous. Projecting into the vacuum of space was obviously a good idea to get a good look at this. Yep, good plan. Yep. Well, it'll eventually come to a stop, no? Probably not. Yeah, this thing holds entire squadrons. It's got monorail systems to get around the length of the ship. It's a super carrier, and it is this thing of beauty. Like, just look at it compared to the station. Good lord. Oh, that makes me happy. It would be a dream to crew on one of those. Maybe not to pilot it. I'd imagine piloting that thing is like piloting a shopping mall. But to crew on that would be a dream. And like that is why I back this project, because that is it's possible. This is a floating Doom map flying independently of multiple other Doom maps on top of a 1/6 scale planet without loading screens. And like, even if this takes forever to come out, it's gonna be worth it, because no one's pushed this hard before. So I'm saying Star Citizen can run Doom. Yes, if Factorio can run Doom, if Crusader Kings 3 can run Doom, which we've seen yesterday actually, this can definitely run Doom. They could probably play Crisis. Imagine, like, just getting onto your ship, having to take a long flight somewhere, you just boot up Crisis. That was worth it. What a horrible end. I'm not at... Oh, I mean, I'm above Lorville, but whatever. So, yeah, I'm going to call it there. I did everything that I actually wanted to do in this stream in about the time that I usually stream. It's a win-win, everybody. Cool ship, dead. Yes. So like I said, they're in free flight till June 1st. So if you haven't checked it out, now's a great time to do it, completely for free. If you decide that you do want to buy a package and join the community, please consider using my referral code that's in the title. It'll help us out, and you'll get some UEC for it, 5,000 UEC. And that's the end of my stream. Hold on for the raid and everything, and the usual end sequence stuff. thank you for spending your evening, afternoon with us. Really appreciate it. Special thanks to our subscribers scrolling on screen now. We couldn't do what we do without your support. If you want to support the channel, please give us a follow here and at Team Retrofox on Twitter. We are, like I said, we do stream a variety of games. Our main focus right now is Nier Replicant and Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, which will be starting up again next week. We have a YouTube channel for all of our past playthroughs, linked down below. Patreon is also linked down below if you want to support us a bit more directly. And if you've got your Prime Gaming subscription, we'd be happy to take that off your hands if you feel that we're worth it. Expect more Star Citizen stuff in the future as the game updates. I do like showing it off. If you're into Final Fantasy XIV, we'll be playing the main story quest updates coming on Tuesday there. But we're gonna end this with a raid, help out our friends in the Twitch community. And currently waiting for my plugins. Squirrel Girl DGT, known for playing mostly furry games. They're currently playing Tower Unite, and let's drop in on her. She is good beans. We'll be back tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Monday. We'll be back Monday with more Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Until we see you again, have a good night, stay safe, and tell Squirrel Girl we said hi. Enjoy.